Current lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight division to face Jack Della Maddalena. UFC 317 International Fight Week, June 28th. You all know Ilia Topuria, undefeated, 16-0, vacated his featherweight title. And now he's moving up to lightweight, and he will face former lightweight champion and number 2 ranked Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. Yes, vacant. Yes. Now UFC 319. We're returning to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, August 16th for the first time in 6 years. In the main event, the middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, will defend his belt against Khamzat Chimaev. Dricus' last 4 wins have come over former champs Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya, and Robert Whittaker. He hasn't lost in 7 years. 20 of his 23 wins have come by finish. And now he faces the undefeated 16-0 Khamzat Chimaev. This is a badass fight and the fight you've all been waiting for. Tom Aspinall, I didn't read it. I told you guys already. We'll get Aspinall versus Jones done. John Jones versus the heavyweight fight will happen. Just relax. I'll announce that soon.
Said there, if Bilal had won, he would have fought Ilia. Why didn't he fight Ilia on International Fight Week and then maybe fight Jack like later in the year or something?
Listen, if he have to fight Ilia, no problem. He would have fought Ilia. But when Islam go out there and finish Ilia, he was almost 4-1 under the favorite, right? People are going to say, and Ilia is a very skilled fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. You know, it's always, I respect him as a fighter, you know. But, you know, if Islam go there, starch him or beat him, right? The people are going to say he beat a 45-pounder, right? He beat Alexander Volkanovski 2 times. He beat a 45-pounder. You understand? He have nothing to gain. I beat an Ilia. It's a great, big, but he had to. If Bilal won, he would have fought an Ilia 100%, right? Yeah. But in a way, Islam right now chasing legacy. And honestly, the UFC was great. I was last night to the office to probably 4 in the morning, try to get stuff done. The one thing, Islam will fight this year, regardless if Maddalena injured, not injured, hurt. This is the word that was given to me by Hunter, by Dana, by everybody. He said, Jamal Hill has got injured. We vacated him. Islam will fight for a title. And these guys give their word is gold to me. They always, whatever they say, they do. And he will fight someone. It can be anybody, but Jack Maddalena is the champion. Congratulations. Islam will fight him. But Jack is not ready. This belt will be Islam will fight for the belt. Not an intra belt, for a real UFC belt.
The best case scenario of this fight would be if I could show no ground game, and then that.
For the Islam fight.
Yeah, and then people still. But I'm sure people are just going to assume that Islam will just take me down and submit me pretty quickly.
Do you think he'll be big enough for 170?
I think he's a pretty. He just seems like a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah. You think he'll stick around at 170, or do you think it's just?
I think he'll be one fight, and then he'll probably have to go back down
because of how it'll go.
Yeah.
How do you see it playing out?
I think I can take him out. I think, but Bilal really just changes stances a lot, walks forward. But I think if I can have someone that just stays in the same stance, and I don't think, but Islam's the very good striker. I think I could land a lot of shots, and I think I could take him out.
Wow.
Stuff the takedowns. If I get taken down, I believe I can get back to my feet.
Strong guy. Everyone talks about his strength.
Yeah,
about his grappling.
Yeah.
I was talking to Dustin about it. He said his strength was just next level.
Yeah. I'll go spend a bit of time with Volk. He can tell me the ins and outs.
Oh yeah. Will you train with him for this fight?
If I was going to fight Islam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to.
You go there a lot?
I did before my last 2 fights.
Okay.
Just both times about a week to 10 days. But it's real beneficial. They've got a great team.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Especially,
Volk's obviously
he's fought him twice.
Yeah, and he's multiple-time world champion. So
Islam defeats JDM. You beat Joaquin Buckley. Oh, I can already see you. Just, getting uncomfortable there, Kush. Are we gonna see a potential matchup with the Nigerian Nightmare and Islam Makhachev?
It's one of those things that we'd have to talk about. Obviously, that's a blockbuster fight. Former pound for pound and the current pound for pound champion. And that's something we'd have to talk about because Islam, I love those guys. Islam, Habib, I love them all. Unlike the situation with Bilal, which listen, I know me and Bilal had our differences here and there. I never wish bad on anybody, even though I didn't necessarily care for the guy. But it's a little different situation with Islam. But Henry, we remember having a sit down with Mike Tyson. Remember what Mike Tyson said, Henry?
We asked him about Roy Jones, and I'm like, yeah, he's my friend. Like, why wouldn't you want to make money with your friend? Actually,
he said it right. Friends make friends rich.
Yeah.
Hey, if that's the situation, then obviously, I think Islam and I are mature enough to have a conversation about.
Okay, so what I'm saying, Kamaru, is you'd be open to it.
I don't see why not.
Woo!
Really enjoying myself without this thing hanging over. I just kind of wanted to sit back and say, I don't know, everything I said yesterday is a fucking lie. You made a liar out of me.
Fair enough.
Which I thought it was cool. Saturday night, she looked like she could fight into her 40s, which is just, I don't know. I think I said on the post, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching, if I'm being honest. Because that person I haven't seen in a long time. That was Valentina looked like she did when she head kicked Jessica Ai. It's like she shows up with different versions of herself.
Wild.
And now looking at it, she kind of fucking half-assed it and took the title off Grasso. And she looked way better on Saturday.
No, for sure.
How the fuck do you do that at 37? That's crazy.
Another quote I want you to react to. So Jones said this recently. I believe I beat Daniel Cormier at heavyweight worse than I beat him at light heavyweight.
Okay. Molly,
let's have a real talk. Just you and I.
You're messy, Molly. Yeah, you and I and the rest of you.
You and I. Yeah.
Okay.
So you and me.
Let's make this true to everybody.
Okay.
Udonis will tell you, because he saw it. Udonis likes watching fighting.
Mm-hmm.
John Jones, when I was actively fighting, said I would not fight Daniel at heavyweight because it gives him an advantage. That's where he's best at. Molly, I'm 46 years old. I am retired. I swing a golf club. I swing a golf club in my free time. Yeah, he's out of his mind. I wish you saw the rest of the quote, because he said something. What did he say? It was like,
he said he fight better than I do.
Goes, it was much better or much.
It was not correct English.
It was bad English. Yeah. It was very bad English from John Jones.
I got people in the chat calling me a dub. Meanwhile, I'm living my absolute best life. I don't know if it's considered ducking when you're living good. I don't think it works like that.